In this week's video, we talk about Chicago's downhill trails. When you think of the Midwest, you don't usually think of downhill mountain biking. You think rolling hills, flat plains, and small patches of forest. There are a couple of trails that come very close, so we're going to be looking at 3 sections of trail that can be considered downhill. These trails might be short, but they are definitely super sweet for some downhill single-track sampling. If you're a new rider, the first trail you should check out for a fun downhill descent is called Grass Hill. It's a trail that has changed a bit in recent history, and its most recent iteration is super fun. Filled with plenty of berms, this trail weaves its way down a small hill and ends in a section that is a flagstone skinny. The only thing to watch out for is the erosion after rain. This trail never seems to drain all that well, and usually gets rutted out near the end of the season. From here, if you're looking to continue, you could start the beginning of Campground, which is one of the Triangle's largest loops, but we'll cover that in another video. This is definitely a very beginner-friendly trail, but can be made interesting by some more advanced riders and creative line choices. Next up is possibly one of my favorite trails in the whole Triangle. Known as Maple Lake East, this is a short and flowy descent when taken from the East Trailhead headed westbound. It has a couple of neat features and ends in a scenic view of Maple Lake. This is a great section of trail not only because it's super fun, but because it can be used as its own contained loop. This is a great trail this session, as there is a lot of smaller features here to build skills on. Last, but not least, is the biggest, most technical descent of the Triangle. The gravity cavity lives up to its name. What starts as a pretty mellow but fast straightaway turns into a fast, technical descent through a root and rock garden, into a straightaway of rollers, and finishes with a bang. What keeps this trail is one of the more interesting trails in the Triangle is that the yearly rain erodes and changes the trail into a constantly shape-shifting descent. And each year, it feels like you have to relearn how to ride it the fastest. Recently, lots of sections have been machined, and the drainage has improved, but those themselves present interesting choices. This trail is definitely a bit more advanced, and with that, I would say it's maybe the only trail that you should avoid if you're just starting out. If you're new and do plan to brave it, make sure to lay off the brakes in some of the more technical sections as to not eject yourself over the front bars, like a friend of mine did recently. With that, these are the most downhill-like trails in the Triangle. They may be short, but they sure do pack a serious bang for riders of all skill levels. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and check out the others on my channel. If you haven't already figured out, I'm building a video guide series of the Palos Triangle. I do plan on exploring outside my local trails soon, so if you're interested in seeing more and coming along with me on my adventures, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the trail soon.